tonight don't know we're watching them, but there are surprises in store for Bill Hooker, whose dream is to get lit up, but only in the right clothes. Joan Vidalewski, the mill girl, whose story takes us to 4 countries. And Willie Campbell, who's about to meet his sister to complete his family circle at long last. For these people and more, it's Surprise, Surprise! Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Cilla Black.
Surprise. Now, I read something very surprising the other week in the newspaper. Now, the common market are changing our language. Did you know that? No. Well, they are. They really are. Oh, yes, in the future, a cow is not a cow. Guess what it's going to be? I durstn't tell you. A cow is going to be an adult female bovine quadruped. How about that? I mean, it's silly, isn't it? It really is silly. I mean, how can you call anyone a silly old adult female bovine quadruped? I mean, it's not on, is it? And they're changing all our telly programs, you know. Oh, they really are. I mean, blind date won't be blind date. It will become unseen romantic appointment. And surprise, surprise, wait for it. Are you ready for this? Surprise, surprise will be unexpected event, unexpected event. And I've just sprayed myself saying that. Anyway, let's get on with the show. And our first unexpected event is for somebody sitting right here in our studio audience. Yes, it's for you, Bill Hooker. Where are you, Bill? Bill Hooker? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Bill, will you come down and join us, please? Have a sit down there, Bill. Well, your daughter Carol wrote and told me all about you. You are absolutely potty about old lorries, is that right?
That's right, yeah.
And the love of your life at this very moment has to do with a 1936 old Searchlight lorry, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you've done it up from an old bunch of scrap, haven't you?
Yep.
Yes. And in fact, well, we've got a lovely photograph, how it looked the way it was before. Oh, look at that. What an old decrepit thing that looks. And you changed that with all the loving curve, your little hands there. You changed it and you made it look like this. There's the modern photo. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Yeah. You did that.
That's 1 of 5.
That's 1 of 5. You've got 4 others like that. Yeah. Well, you take this particular lorry all the way around the country, don't you?
Yeah.
Showing them off at shows and raising money for charity.
Yeah.
But your Carol told us that the only thing that you haven't got, that you can't put together, is the uniform to go with it. Is that right?
That's right. Mm.
Well, that's not surprising because those uniforms, they haven't been worn since 1941. But surprise, surprise, we couldn't find a uniform either. But never mind, Bill. Well, it was 1941, but we got our experts to work, and we have actually made you an authentic uniform.
You ain't.
We are. And guess who's going to bring it on? 4 mates of yours, 4 old army mates you haven't seen for over 30 years, and here they are. It's George, Len, Frank, and Ken. Come in, lads. Look at this, Bill. Look at this. This is the authentic thing, not the real thing, but dead authentic. And what makes it authentic is this insignia here, because that's quite important. And we're all dying, aren't we, lads? We are all dying to see you wear this uniform. Yes. Will you put this uniform on?
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness for that. We've even got some false teeth as well for you. All right, there it is, Bill. You come on a little bit late and we'll see you in a mo, all right?
Yes.
All right. Attention! Oh, yes, I forgot. Oh, I'm not finished. Left turn! Quick march! No, I'm not. At rehearsals, I did it with them, and that left turn. Quick march. You go off that way. Oh my goodness. Oh. Of course, it's surprising people. You don't realise. I mean, I was talking to him, but at rehearsals, I was talking to them. Anyway, last week, I tried to phone a Carl Blackshaw who's got a burning ambition to dress up as Noddy. Yes, and he wants to drive a little yellow car to Toytown. Ah, it's sweet, though. Anyway, none of us are perfect. And when I phoned him, he was otherwise engaged. He was. Have a look at this.
Hello?
Hello. Tell me right away, is that you, Marina?
Yes, it is.
Well, don't say a word, Marina,
Yes?
because you're speaking to Cilla now.
Hello?
And you know who I want to speak to, don't you?
Yeah, he's in the loo. We told him he had to answer the phone.
Marina, don't worry.
I'm waiting.
His secret is safe with us. Now, how long does he normally take?
Well, he's been in there about a minute.
Oh, has he?
Yes.
Has he had a lot to drink tonight, Marina?
Yes. We're
Yeah.
celebrating.
Well, don't worry about it, because I'll talk to you.
Yes.
Now, you've got Kay there, haven't you?
Kay?
Tell everybody not to panic. You know, just act natural.
Yeah, well, would you like to speak to him?
Has he finished?
He's finished.
Is he out?
Yes. He's washing his hands.
Do you know, we never heard a sound from him, Marina. We didn't. Well, when he's ready, you know, in his own time, he doesn't know it's me, does he, Chuck?
No.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
Excuse me, Carl. Somebody would like to speak to you on the phone.
Well, put them on. I mean, you know, while we're waiting for our friend up there. Who wants to speak
he's
to me?
here.
Oh, he
Carl
is?
now.
OK.
I'll put him on to you.
Thanks a lot, Marina.
Bye.
Bye.
Good evening.
Do you always talk like that when you've been in the loo? Do you?
Well, always, yes.
Is that you are, Carl? Is that Carl? Carl,
I can't hear anything.
well, Carl, surprise, surprise, I must yell, because it's Cilla here.
Hello.
It's Cilla Black from Surprise, Surprise.
What program's that?
Well, just to show you that we can be as daft as he is, we granted him his wish and even sent our Bob Carolgees down as big ears. And with the help of a few more surprising friends, they set out to try and find, guess where? Yeah, Toytown.
Here we are, Noddy. The entrance to Toytown at last.
Yes, are you sure? My little house seems a long way away, and my little car has nearly parked his pub.
Don't be silly, Noddy. I've got the Toytown map here. Onwards into Toytown.
I knew it. We aren't in Toytown. There's a beefeater.
You're right, Noddy. They don't have hamburger joints in Toytown.
Oh, dear. I'll never see Toytown.
Right, Noddy. taxi, I'll ask him. Excuse me. Do you know the way to Toytown? Oh, Mr. Fox. Do you know the way to Toytown? That's Noddy. Noddy, it's down here. We're all right. Toytown's down here, Noddy. Stop crying, Noddy. Toytown's down here. Excuse me. Could you tell us how to get to Toytown, because we're lost and we need to get to Toytown? No. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Up there, Noddy, quickly. Come on, Noddy. Come on, Noddy, quickly. I don't know where we're going at all. Excuse me, Mrs. Policewoman.
Good afternoon.
Oh. Hello. We're looking for Toytown.
Toytown?
Yes.
It's a long way from here, I'm afraid.
Well, he's doing all right. Noddy's driving and he's got his licence, haven't you, Noddy?
Have you got your licence?
I've got it somewhere.
He's bound to have it somewhere.
To drive
Just a minute.
Yes, of course he has.
There we are.
Is that one okay? It's
Yes,
approved.
that's right.
Anyway, we've got to go now, haven't we, Noddy?
Yes, we have.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Policeman.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Take the rain with you.
Wasn't she lovely?
Yes, she was. Very lovely.
Push harder, please. Noddy, hang on. We found it. There's Toytown. Yay, we found it. That makes me funny. Yay.
Well, that was a lovely surprise. And our next surprise is for somebody not so far away sitting from Carl out there. Yes, it's you, Joan Wiedelewski. Come on, Joan. Joan. Surprise, surprise. Come down and bring Heidi with you. Sit down there, Joan.
I'll do something to her.
You'll do something to her. Her being your daughter, Heidi.
She's wound me up all day.
She's what?
Wound me up all day.
Wound you up all day. Well, you owe it all to her, you know, because Heidi wrote me a marvellous letter telling me all about you, you know.
Really?
Yeah, she said that you were born in Germany, is that right? Yes. And then after the war, you settled in Austria.
I did.
And while you were in Austria, one day you were reading your newspaper and you saw an advertisement for a mill girl's job in Bradford up there.
That's true, yes.
Yes, and you decided to come over here. Well, you know, I mean, everybody must know out there, one of our very famous mill girls has got to be Gracie Fields, is that right? Yeah. Oh, yes. Do you remember Gracie Fields?
I do, yes.
Sing and we go and let the world go back. You look a bit like our Gracie. Sure. Yes, in your younger days. You look very much like Gracie in her younger days. You certainly do.
Very nice of you to say so.
Well, anyway, I'm getting carried away by Gracie, but when you saw that advert, you thought, I've got to go to Bradford. And you got on the train there in Vienna, and on that train, you met another girl that was going to work in the mill at Bradford. Now, her name was Crystal, is that right? Yes?
Yes.
Yes, and
My
you
best
became
friend.
your best friend.
Yeah.
In fact, when both of you got married, you even shared a house together, didn't you?
We did.
There's a lovely photograph we've got of the happy couples over here. Have a look at this,
Oh,
Jo.
my goodness. That's why she asked me for those. I sent them by express, she says.
Yes. Well, in 1951, your best friend, Crystal, emigrated with her husband to America.
Did.
Yes, and you lost touch. In fact, you haven't seen her since, and that's over 37 years ago.
Yes, yes.
Well, surprise, surprise, Joan, you're going to see her tonight.
Oh, how lovely.
She's not in America. She's flown all the way over from Florida, and here she is, your best friend. After 37 years is Crystal. Come in, Crystal. Have a sit down.
I can't believe it. Oh, all this time.
37 years.
Is that something?
It's lovely.
Isn't she lovely and brown?
Yeah, she's just come all the way from Florida.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you think you were surprised? I was surprised when I got called. I almost had a heart attack.
Well, don't have
That's
one
a
till
good
after
girl.
the show, Crystal. No, and it's all down to Heidi. She is a good girl, isn't she?
She is a
You
very
should be
good
very
beautiful
proud
daughter you
of her.
have.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Do you know, I think we better take a break there, but please don't go away. We've got lots more surprises for you. We've got Bill to see in his uniform for the start.
You wrote in the letter.
See you in a couple of minutes. Hello and welcome back. And before we do anything else, come in, Bill Hooker. Come on, Bill. Oh, at ease, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Even better. Can you sit down at ease? Oh, come and sit here. Oh, they're big boots, aren't they, Bill?
Yes, sir.
They are.
Oh, slightly large, aren't they?
They are, but he does look ever so smart, doesn't he, ladies and gentlemen? Yes.
What a Bobby Dazzler, eh? It will come back as a fashion eventually, though.
And all you're missing now, but sadly, you're missing now your 1936 Searchlight lorry, aren't you?
Yep, still in the workshop.
Where's your workshop?
Sandwich.
Sandwich. Sandwich has got to be in Kent, yes?
That's it. Yep.
Well, surprise, surprise, you're totally wrong. Your lorry is not in the
It
workshop.
ain't. It better not be.
I think I'm going to get somebody into trouble, and those two people who have got into trouble, surprise, surprise, your lorry's right here outside the studios, because with the help of your other daughter, Anne, and her husband's... Look at his face.
I'll help you, Cilla. I'll help you. Right, back. I'm back.
You see, Anne and Phil brought it up today, and it's waiting outside the studios. That's right, isn't it,
It
Bob?
certainly is. It's out there waiting for you,
I'm
Bill.
not joking. And it's ready waiting out there because we want...
How did he get it here, then?
Pardon?
How did he get it here?
Don't blame me. Listen, don't shout at me. I was a war baby. Look at his face. Oh, sweetheart, don't shout. I promise you, it's in cotton wool outside the studios, isn't it,
Yes,
Bob?
and it's been perfectly looked after, and they haven't pranged it many times at all. No, honestly, it's lovely. It looks fabulous. Really.
It is, and it's already out there, and me and Bob and everybody in our audience and millions of viewers are all waiting for you to give us a demonstration of your searchlight.
You're joking.
No. Actually, that's why Bob's here now. He's going to take you off and ready to go.
We're going to do it. Because, as Cilla knows, I'm always ready for a quick flash, Bill.
All right, then, Bill, off you go with our Bob
All right,
and
Bill.
give us the biggest performance of your life.
I
Come
will
on,
do.
lad.
Yep, I
See you
will.
later. Oh, dear. I thought he was going to hit me. Oh, but now here's a man who can light up my life anytime. Of course, it's Gordon Burns and the Searchlight.
Hello. Well, I wonder how many car buffs recognise this. It's a miniature 444 Wolseley on loan from the London Transport Museum, and we're hoping that it will strike a chord in Brian Appleby's memory. Brian used to own a full-size version, which was his pride and joy back in 1964. His pride and joy, that is, until one fateful day when he lent the car to his mate, signalman Derek Hurrell. Derek borrowed the car to nip home to his wife for a quick bit of lunch. Unfortunately, he never made it for his lunch. On the way, a bus ploughed into the back of the Wolseley and virtually wrote it off. When Derek returned the damaged car, Brian incredibly took the news very well. However, Derek later lost contact with Brian and hasn't seen him since that year of 1964. So Brian Appleby, if you are watching, Derek is sure you lost contact accidentally and he would love to see you again. So please ring Searchline and we'll put you in touch. and Derek promises not to borrow your car again. And from cars to ships, because a certain Teddy Ingram was working on one the last time his sister Pat saw him. Pat's desperately trying to contact Teddy because she hasn't seen him since that day in 1953 when he was 21. At the time, Teddy was in the Merchant Navy serving with the Union Castle Lines as a steward in the first class section. He left one morning in the spring of 1953 and none of the family has seen or heard of him since. Now, this picture was taken on the 8th of November 1945. And Teddy, your sister's hoping you'll recognize it. So if you do, or if anyone else does, then please call the search line. Next, a fascinating story about a special pact made by nurses 44 years ago, which could be broken unless you can help. Millicent Eastwood is trying to trace a group of nursery nurses with whom she made the pact in 1944. On the 4th of the 4th, 1944, at 4 o'clock, all that's significant, the 8 girls were completing their training at Cottridge Nursery, Birmingham. On that day, they pledged that they would always keep their friendship going, and they promised to meet for reunions on the corresponding dates in the years to come. On the first date, the 5th of the 5th, 1955, at 5 o'clock, they all met as planned, and set the date for the next meeting, the 6th of the 6th, 1966, at 6 o'clock. Unfortunately, Millicent has had to miss the last 2 dates, and now the 4th meeting isn't very far away, the 8th of the 8th, 1988, at 8 o'clock. Now, Millicent wants to be there, but she doesn't know the venue. So attention now, those other nursery nurses. The names Everest, Simmons, Edwards, Hurd, Waite, Merry, and Everett. Please give the search line a call so that we can tell Millicent where to meet you on the 8th of the 8th. Well, now to bring the first section of Searchline to a close, 2 of your personal appeals.
Hello, my name's Sue Reigate. I was Sue Budgeon when this picture was taken. It's the Class 4B at Meadrow County Secondary School in Godalming, Surrey. I haven't seen some of the people since the day I left school in '57, so if the teacher, perhaps Miss Harris, is looking in, or Maureen Millard, Anne Rice, or any of the others that are in the school photo, would like to get in touch, would they please ring Searchline tonight? And hope to get together. Thank you.
My name is David Matlin, formerly of Porthcawl in South Wales. I'm looking for my eldest sister, Margaret Rose Lewis. The picture shows Margaret taken when she was about 4 or 5 years old. Margaret was last heard of in St Margaret's home in Louth, Lincolnshire. And she was adopted on the 21st of October, 1945. If you know of Margaret, or if you are Margaret, please contact Searchline. Thank you.
The number to call is 01222 8000. And that's all for now, but I shall be back with more items on Searchline later on. Let's go back to Cilla.
Oh, thanks a lot, Gordon. See you later, Chuck, all right? Lovely. Now, somewhere in our audience tonight, we've got a Boy Scout. Where are you, Robert Graves? Oh, and there he is. Oh, hello, sweetheart.
Hello.
I must tell everybody about you. Robert is 75 years young. And a little while ago, I got this smashing letter about Robert, who's known by everybody as Skip the Scout. All the lads up there at Swallow Nest in Sheffield think he's the greatest. And he's been working hard for them for over 45 years. So I went up to one of their meetings the other night and spoke to the lad who wrote the letter on their behalf, little Stephen Hogg. Well, here I am in Sheffield, and I'm outside here at the Swallow Nest headquarters for all the scouts and the cubs. And as you see, I've got my little helpers here, especially our Stephen Hogg, who wrote a letter all about a very special person who is inside there. And that's Skip the Scout, isn't it, Stephen? So what are we waiting for? Upwards, onwards. Open the door, lad. Lead me to him. Come on, let's go. Hello? Robert? Robert? Where's Robert? Hello, Robert. Robert, surprise, surprise.
It is indeed, yes.
Hang on, kids. Can you shut your gobs for a minute, please? I'm talking to a very special person here. It's our Robert, isn't it?
Right.
Yes. And I believe you founded the Swallow Nest.
That's right.
Headquarters. Oh, how many years ago?
1943.
It could even be more than that. It's 45. If it was in 1943, that's 45 years ago. Well, I got a letter from a young lad. Yes, I did. By the name of Stephen Hogg.
Oh.
Who no doubt you'll have words with later.
I will deal with him later, yes.
Yes, well, he wrote and told us what a wonderful person you are, and you have been all over those years. Not that, you know, young Stephen was around then, and he says that you deserve a special surprise. So guess what, Robert? Do they call you Robert or Bob?
Bob.
Bob, I've come up here to deliver you a Cillagram. You'll never guess what it's called.
No.
Skip the Scout. This'll give Skip the Scout the mention he's so truly deserves. He whistles and he shouts for our attention. He's the Swallowness Scout, man of nerve. He has been the leader for 45 years, joining in the fun. He has no fears. Be prepared for Skip the Scout. We're on the crest of a wave, no doubt. So onwards, upwards, sing it right out. Be prepared for Skip the Scout. When you see Skip the Scout, you'll know that his troop admire him indeed. Age never matters, and he'll show that the Scout will aid those in need. He'll be sitting round the campfire, sipping stew. Then off he goes to play his run in the troop. Be prepared for Skip the Scout. We're on the crest of a wave, no doubt. So onwards, upwards, sing it right out. Be prepared for Skip the Scout. Be prepared for Skip the Scout. We're on the crest of a wave, no doubt. So onwards, upwards, sing it right out. Be prepared for Skip the Scout. Be prepared for Skip the Scout. I must say, we had a lovely day up there in Sheffield. It was freezing cold, the snow was getting everywhere, even inside our thermals, but Robert did a wonderful job. Robert, well done, lad, and keep on scouting, all right? Well, last week I telephoned Richard Green, who with his mate Nick Saunders had this passionate desire to leap about as Morris dancers. Can you believe that? Well, anyway, who are we to deny them a good measle? Come in, lads. Come on, Richard. Come in, Nick. Yes, have a sit down. And you've got your clean handkerchiefs and everything. Look at that. You mad fools. When I phoned you last week, I mean, you know, I never really asked you, I mean, your burning desire. Well, I did ask you, but you never really told us. Why do you want to be Morris dancers and belong to a troupe?
I think that's good fun.
Good fun?
Yeah, nice drink.
A nice drink? Is that what you do it for afterwards?
That's it, yeah.
Yes, but I believe you are a miner, though. I mean, you actually work down the mines, is that right?
True.
Well, imagine after this, you'd be a Morris miner. Well, all right, then we're all dying to... We're going to give you the chance to, you know, do a quick shuffle. I mean, give us a little example of it. Go on, give us a quick shuffle. You've got Yankees. You're sniffing. I think you need to blow your nose with one. Right, OK. Yeah. Use the Andy to blow your nose. It's quite cold. Oh, I'm all right. Mind you, I think Lionel Blur, if he's watching, you'd be crying at home now. But, I mean, that's about the height of it, is it?
It gets better.
It will get better. I promise you it will get better because we've got a group of Morris dancers for you to dance with. And they are entirely different, believe me, ladies and gentlemen. They are the Royal Liberty Morris Men. And here they are over there. Have a look at these. And they don't come more different than believe me, ladies and gentlemen, everybody watching at home, they are actually Morris dancers. And you two lads here, you're going to dance with them now. Are you fit?
Yeah, fit to drop. Fit and ready.
You're fit and ready? Well, off you go then. What are you waiting for? See you in a minute. Good luck. Wonderful and so brave to dance with this lot. They were good, weren't they, ladies and gentlemen? Do you know, I feel quite exhausted after that. I think we'll take a quick break there. But don't go away, everyone, because we want you to come back to see how our Bob's going to get lit up. I'm going to make a... You're out of breath.
We are.
I'm going to make a magical phone call, and of course, we've got a very big surprise for somebody in our audience tonight. So see you after the break. See you then. Back, and without further ado, let's go over to our outside broadcast cameras and our Bob Carolgees. Are you there, Bob?
Yes, we're here, Cilla. It's a bit noisy, I'm afraid, because Bill's engine's revving up, but it's all systems go here.
Yes, I can see.
He's got it ready.
Has he got it ready?
He's got it all
He doesn't look too happy, though, Bob.
Oh, no, he's all right. He's got over the shock now. He's seen his lorry and he knows it's all right, so he's feeling quite happy again now. And he's just been playing with it. How powerful is your beam, actually, Bill?
Well, somewhere around about 1,600 to 1,800 yards, as far as we know.
That's how far it goes up in the air.
That's correct.
And we've worked that out. We worked that out today, and we worked that out to be equivalent to 2,500,100 watt light bulbs, which is a pretty powerful light, isn't it, Bill?
Oh, certainly, yes. You mustn't look at it.
You mustn't look at it?
No, you mustn't look it directly.
Oh, right. Well, it wouldn't do you any good. Actually, come over this way, because might be a bit lonely on its own, so to assist you, we've actually got the last searchlight squadron that's left in NATO.
Yeah.
And they are the 873 Squadron. They're called, I must get the name right, they're the 873 Movement Light Squadron. They're part of the Territorial Army, and their lights, in actual fact, are 4 times more powerful than yours, but obviously they're modern lights.
Oh, yeah.
Not a beautiful antique like yours is. So, get to your light, and I will explain to everybody that, seriously, we've had to get special permission to do this from the air traffic control at Heathrow, because there is a danger, as Bill quite rightly said, you can't look into these lights, there is a danger that it would have blinded aircraft pilots as they went overhead, but that's all sorted out. So with the help of the Alan Ainsworth Orchestra, our Hollywood opening for the very first time on Surprise, Surprise, Man Your Lights, Men, the Hollywood Open. Bill. Congratulations.
That was absolutely smashing, Bob.
Thank you.
And I must say, Bill Hooker, from in the studio, I mean, you're a dead ringer for Spike Milligan. Do you realise that?
I do get called some different things at times.
Well, Bill, I hope you've enjoyed your surprise tonight. We've certainly enjoyed watching your lorry and your searchlight.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, and a very big special thank you to the Royal Engineers for helping out. Thanks a lot, lads. But right now, I have to make a phone call, and look at this lovely phone. Isn't he gorgeous? Yes. I'm quackers about this phone. This is a daft duck, and wait till you hear it ring. Are you ready, lads? Oh, come on, please do us a favour. Come on, put 10p in the slot there, and give us a bell. Have a listen to this. Now, that mightn't sound much to you. But in 5 minutes' time, this place will be full of mallards. It will, it will. Hello?
Hello, Cilla.
Yes?
Everything's all right. Oh, by the way, the producer says you owe him 10p.
Oh, he's cruel. You know, he means that as well. Oh, look at that. Oh, he is cruel. 10p, isn't he? Isn't he mean? Yes. Never forget about our producer. I am going to phone a Mr. Bernard Layton now. And Bernard is a medical records officer at Booth Hall Children's Hospital in Manchester. He's also dead good at magic. Well, Bernard's staff at the hospital think he should be on the telly. So they wrote me this little poem. Do you want to hear it? Yes. Why not? Dear Cilla, we do not tell you lies. Please put our boss on surprise, surprise. Put him on and make his day, and maybe he'll increase our pay. Oh, well, that's sweet. How could I resist that? I'm going to ring him now. He's got 10 digits up there. Oh, look at this. I feel daft. Yes, 10 digits. Here we go. Manchester 061, yes? There we go. I believe, actually, he's at a meeting of the Magic Circle this evening at a local hotel. So I've got to ring him there. Oh, there we go. It's ringing out. Actually, it was 4 of his secretaries who wrote the little poem.
Hello, Stone Garter.
Hello, the Star and Garter.
Yes.
Now, would you have a Mr. Bernard Layton there?
Mr.
Bernard Layton?
Just hold the line, dear, please.
I will. Oh, he called me dear. Great. Hold the line, Star and Garter. Oh, I played there myself, I think. They didn't pay me much at the time, if I remember right.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Who's that?
Is that Bernard Layton?
It is.
Oh, surprise, surprise, Bernard. It's Cilla here.
You're joking.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not.
What's going on?
What do you mean, what's going on?
Got a pile of them all here, off the work.
Well, your pals should be there because, well, it was 4 secretaries, actually, who wrote and told me all about you.
I don't believe it.
They said you're a lovely boss. And they need a rise. What do you think about that?
I'm dumbfounded.
You're dumbfounded. And you're at your magic circle. Is that a club or something, Bernard?
Yes, it's the Magic Circle of Manchester, really.
Yes. And you were president of that last year?
Yes.
What happened? Why did you become demoted?
Well, you only do it for 12 months.
Oh, you only do it for 12 months? Ah.
I don't believe this. They're all funny.
How long have you been interested in magic?
Oh, about 15 years, Cilla.
Have you? Have you been doing any magic tonight?
No, watching tonight. It's a competition tonight, but I'm watching.
Are you one of the judges, are you, love?
No, I'm not. No.
Well, what sort of magic? You can't get over this.
Well, actually, what it is tonight is a competition, stage competition.
Yes. But when you come, because you see, the whole reason I'm calling you Bernard is that I want you to come on the show next week and do a bit of magic.
Really?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Bit delighted.
Will you?
I don't believe it, though.
Oh, well, you will, but by magic you will appear on Surprise, Surprise next week. What kind of magic will you be doing on the show? I mean, what do you do normally when you do your act?
Well, I try to entertain people if possible.
I mean, so do I. Does that make me a magician? I mean, have you got any special tricks lined
yes, I
up?
have, actually, yes. I do what they call mentalism, but...
Mentalism?
Mm-hmm.
We need a lot of that on Surprise, Surprise. Well, we won't laugh at you next week on the show. We'll be enjoying all your magic. All right, Bernard?
Looking forward to it, Cilla. Thank you very much.
So am I, Chuck. I'll see you next week then, love.
Thank you very much.
All right, love.
Bye, Cilla.
Ta-ra, that's magic. Ta-ra.
Bye.
Ta-ra. Well, I'm sure Bernard will give us a few surprises next week. In the meantime, let's see what surprises Al Gordon has for us on the Searchline.
And first off in this second Searchline session, two more personal appeals. The first one comes from Mrs. Winifred Grover.
From 1929 until 1936, I worked at the Pearl Assurance Company, High Holborn, in the accident department. In 1933, all the girls in the typing box made a pact that in 10 years' time, we would all meet up and have a reunion at the Lions Corner, Housetop and Court Road. But, owing to the war, this never happened. Have a look at this picture. If you recognise yourself on this photo, please call me tonight on the Searchline number.
Hello, my name's Christine Croucher, and I'm looking for a friend that I haven't seen for 14 years. Her name now is Jackie Pervader, but in the photograph we were known as Jackie Alexander and Christine Daintree. The photo was taken at Dymchurch in about 1969. I've been trying to trace Jackie for the last 14 years, so if there's anybody out there that knows her or know of her whereabouts, please ring Searchline.
Yes, indeed, and I'll give you the number to ring very shortly. Now we have a tale of wine, women and song. The wine is a Salamis Cyprus Red 1971 vintage. The women are Anne Jones and her daughter Lisa, and the song is Happy Birthday. In 1971, at a charity auction in Islington, Anne Jones bid for a bottle of Salamis Red. But the two chaps next to her, calling themselves Brutus and Uncle Jim, outbid her. But being perfect gentlemen, they presented the bottle to Anne for her baby daughter Lisa. They signed the bottle from Brutus and Uncle Jim and insisted that it was kept until Lisa came of age, but made it clear that they wanted to be there when it was opened. Now, Anne knows that these two gents were police officers and believes they were stationed near Caledonian Road. Well, time has passed, and Lisa will be 18 on Saturday, the 27th of February. And Anne wants to fulfill her promise by uncorking the bottle with Brutus and Uncle Jim present. So if you are the generous gents who gave the bottle to Anne Jones, she wants you to propose the toast, Happy 18th Birthday, Lisa, on February the 27th. So get in touch with us immediately. Sid Snowling is hoping that these chaps are in the mood for a reunion. They were members of the 5th Royal West Kent Dance Band, and in this photo they were playing in the mood at the 8th Army radio station in Italy in August 1944. The last time the band played together was at the YMCA Vienna in 1945. So did any of the following recognize themselves in that picture? Jack Prescott, Alan Clough, Tom Clark, Algie Simmons, Aubrey Allen, Bob Bates and Mark McKenna. If so, give the Searchline a ring tonight. Now let's keep you up to date with just a few of our Searchline successes in recent weeks. First, do you remember this news clip of the 1952 Tour of Britain race that we showed a couple of weeks ago?
Into the outskirts of London, and Ken Russell, number 78, has a spot of trouble with the traffic. He's clocked the best overall time so far. But at the finish, victory on the last stage of the 14-lap race goes to Scales, number 24, though it's Ken Russell who flashes across the line to win the most coveted title of them all, King of the Road for 1952.
Well, I'm sure you remember the winner, Ken Russell, wanted to find the mystery physiotherapist who helped him win after he'd fallen off his bike. Well, we have reunited them. And remember this. we wanted information about this restored Elvis, and we now know all about it, including the fact it was once used as a van. And Nellie Owens is happily back in contact with her two long-lost cousins, Thomas Charles and Owen Humphrey Hughes, thanks to a Searchline appeal. Well, just a glimpse there of a few of the many successful Searchline items made possible, of course, by your overwhelming response, so please keep those calls coming. And now for our quickie section. This evening we would like the following people to call the Searchline. Roy, George, Billy and Georgie, members of the Chevrolets, a group who used to play in the Canning Town area in the 1960s. Nimal Singh Suri and Jaswant Singh Suri, last known to be living in Leicester. Kathleen Finnegan, Bridget Hagan and Sheila, who were at Butland's holiday camp at Mosney near Dublin in the summer of 1964. Pauline Parry, last known to be at Eton Road, Camberley, Surrey, who was a pupil cook at the South Western Hospital, London in 1945. So if any of the people mentioned are out there, please give us a call tonight on 01 222 8000. And if you have a new request you'd like on Searchline, please write to us with it at Searchline, Surprise Surprise, London Weekend Television, SE 99 6YW. And that's the lot for this week. I'll be back next Sunday with more Searchline items. In the meantime, we'll go straight back now to Cilla.
Thanks a lot, Gordon. See you next week. Now, 31 years ago in Glasgow, a mother died, leaving 5 children. And the children were all split up among various relations. And one boy went to live with his auntie. Yes, I'm talking about you, Willie Campbell. Where are you, Willie? Willie, come and join us, please, and bring your lovely wife, Linda, with you. Sit down. Hello, Linda. How are you? Sit next to your husband, Willie. Willie, that... Pardon?
Supposed to be going to a BP do.
A PP do? I know. Well, that was just a ruse to get you down here, Willie, because we know all about you, of course. And it is true that all your family were split up when your mum died, and all the children went to various members of the family. In fact, one of your sisters, your Margaret, went to live with your grandmother.
Oh, sure, in Canada.
In Canada, yes. Now, that was a long, long time ago, wasn't it?
31 years ago.
31 years ago. How old were you then?
3.
You were just 3 years old. And I know since that day you've often wondered what happened and how your sister Margaret was. Well, I can tell you, actually. She's now married. Your lovely Margaret's now married. She's got 2 gorgeous children. And, of course, as you said, she lives in Canada. And I know you're always thinking about her, and you've often wondered how she was, and you've never, ever forgotten her. Well, I must tell you, she's never, ever forgotten you. And that's why she's here tonight. Surprise, surprise, she's all the way, after 31 years, from Canada, your sister Margaret. Come in, Margaret.
The more the world is changing, the more it stays the same. Life is full of small surprises. It's a never-ending game. If nothing is impossible, will you believe your eyes? If the unexpected brings a smile, that's a big surprise, surprise, surprise. The unexpected hits you between the eyes. The unpredictable, that's the surprise, you see. Surprise, surprise.
Well, I'm afraid that's all we've got time for this week. I'd like to say a very big thank you to everybody who's been taking part, especially our Gordon Birds, and not forgetting our Bob Cowgies. We will be back the same time next week with lots more surprises. So, until then, ta-ra. Ta-ra!